Selena Gomez has spent most of her life in the public eye, adored by millions, followed by cameras everywhere, but perhaps nothing has been as closely watched or dissected as her love life. From teenage crushes to global heartbreaks, every relationship has been magnified, analyzed, and criticized. And when you connect the dots of every ex, every heartbreak, every quiet decision, you realize Selena's story is far more than celebrity gossip. It's a masterclass in loving deeply, surviving publicly, and finally choosing herself. It all began when Selena was a teenager in Disney fame, young, bright-eyed, and just stepping into adulthood. Her first high-profile romance was with Nick Jonas. It was young love, sweet, and seemingly innocent, but the world was already watching. Fans saw red carpets, hugs, and smiles, but behind the scenes, Selena experienced the first taste of what it meant to love under scrutiny. Nick moved on, and Selena learned a painful first lesson. In the spotlight, heartbreak doesn't stay private. It leaves a mark. Next came Taylor Lautner. Taylor was everything Nick wasn't: gentle, protective, and kind. With him, Selena found safety, a chance to explore love outside of chaos. But timing and emotional readiness mattered more than chemistry. Selena later revealed in interviews that she wasn't emotionally healed yet, still carrying the weight of a childhood in front of cameras and expectations. Their relationship ended quietly, without drama, but it taught Selena the second lesson: love without full presence can feel empty, no matter how perfect it seems. And then Justin Bieber. Justin wasn't just a boyfriend. He became a defining chapter of Selena's emotional life. From the moment they met, their relationship was under the microscope. Every breakup, every reunion, every public appearance, and every Instagram post was dissected by millions. Behind the smiles, there were years of emotional turbulence. Sources close to Selena later revealed that she loved deeply, sometimes too much, sometimes longer than was healthy. She forgave mistakes that hurt her deeply because she believed in Justin's potential, in their potential, more than her own peace. Their relationship became a cycle of passion, heartbreak, reconciliation, and repeat. Public scrutiny amplified every private pain. Selena's friends said that after every separation, she tried to rebuild herself, only to be pulled back in by hope, nostalgia, and love that refused to fade. But love is never enough when emotional patterns aren't broken. After Justin, Selena attempted to move forward. She dated Zed, a calmer, more private relationship, one that seemed like an attempt to find stability. It lasted, but it never became serious. Then The Weeknd entered her life. Publicly supportive, emotionally attentive, and seemingly stable. For a while, fans thought she had finally escaped the whirlwind. But relationships aren't just about presence, they're about readiness. Selena, still healing from years of emotional extremes, found even this too fragile to sustain. Then came the final twist in the Justin chapter. Months after her last reunion with him, Justin married Hailey Baldwin. The world erupted, the media frenzy intensified, but Selena remained silent. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was grief, measured, private, and deeply personal. Friends revealed that she retreated to focus on therapy, mental health, and the kind of healing that the world rarely sees. This wasn't public spectacle, it was survival. After Justin and the Hailey marriage, Selena was linked to other names: Niall Horan, Samuel Crost, and a few industry figures. Rumors swirled, tabloids speculated, but nothing serious stuck. Why? Because Selena had learned the hardest lesson: love that costs your peace isn't worth it. She wasn't chasing validation anymore. She was learning boundaries, choosing emotional health over fleeting passion. Selena's heartbreaks have a pattern: young love, public scrutiny, cycles of hope, and deep emotional investment. Each relationship taught her something critical. She has to love herself first. And with each failed romance, she rebuilt, stronger, wiser, more protective of her energy. Her story is not just heartbreak, it's resilience, it's growth, it's a careful reclaiming of life under impossible pressure. Fans feel this deeply because it's relatable. We've all loved too much, stayed too long, and hoped for change that never came. Selena lived that story under the spotlight. She turned it into art, her music, her interviews, her quiet moments away from fame all reflect a woman who learned, survived, and grew. Lose You to Love Me wasn't just a song, it was a manifesto, a declaration of self worth and closure after years of loving publicly and deeply. Selena's journey teaches us that heartbreak doesn't have to define you, but ignoring your own needs will. She took the pain, processed it, and eventually prioritized herself. She learned boundaries, emotional self care, and how to survive when everyone else is watching. Her relationships with Nick Jonas, Taylor Lautner, Justin Bieber, Zedd, The Weeknd, and the whispers about Niall Horan and Samuel Crost aren't just gossip fodder. They're the roadmap of a young woman navigating love, fame, and personal growth. And this is why people root for Selena. Not just because she's famous, not just because she's talented, but because her story is ours too. The mistakes, the pain, the lessons, the growth, all of it. And she has done it publicly, bravely, and beautifully. Selena Gomez's story is far from over. Her love life isn't over, her growth isn't over, and her fans are here to witness the next chapter. What she's teaching us is clear: love yourself fiercely, protect your peace, and never apologize for putting yourself first. If you want stories like this, where we break down the truth behind celebrity lives, subscribe to the Gossip Empire, because Selena's journey is just one of many. And we'll be here for every heartbreak, every triumph, and every glow up that follows.